Are you a small business owner and wondering what is the top metric you should be tracking in your business to be successful? Stay tuned. I'm covering the number one metric every business owner should track, whether you're not making money, making $50,000 a year or $50,000 a day. Hi, I'm Julie Merrill. I'm a CPA and I thrive on helping individuals and business owners grow their wealth and save taxes along the way. Today, we're talking about the number one metric every single business owner should be tracking, whether you're a large corporate company or a small business owner like myself and many of my clients for that fact. Going back to my past, I've not had a tax practice. I've been a CPA for years, but I've not had a tax practice for that my entire career. For years, I spent time in the startup space in the San Diego startup space and worked for various companies from idea to liquidity and every kind of step in between. The number one metric that every startup company tracks is cash flow, but they don't call it cash flow, they call it burn rate. So what is burn rate? And burn rate is the number one metric that you should be tracking. Burn rate is simply how much cash you are burning or spending every month with zero revenues. So whether you're making money or not, you want to know how much you need to pay your bills, how much you're burning, how much you're spending. So your burn rate is a huge metric and the number one metric, in my opinion, you should be tracking whether you're starting a new company from scratch or you're scaling and growing or even a large company. Knowing that number is something that should be tracked, available to you in your face all the time so that you can make informed decisions, tax decisions, scaling decisions, hiring decisions, operational decisions every single day in your business. In the startup space, we would also parry that and combine it with, time to death, because many times you in the startup space, you got this big pile of money when you got funded, and then you went and hired and you worked really hard to grow a team and build a product so you could make money and not need to grow and or not need to raise more funding to continue operations, but to get to a place where you're profitable. So time to profit, time to death was also something we tracked. We don't want you tracking time to death in your small business. Many times we don't get a pile of money when we're small business owners. We're bootstrapped. So that means we're paying the money out of pocket. And so whether you're starting a business or you're already in business, whether your revenue is growing, we're not discounting tracking your revenue, huge metric, but knowing how much cash you need every single month to pay your bills is a life changer. I mean, it really helps you make those decisions in your business that are critical when you know that number. So whether that number is $5,000 a month, whether it's $50,000 a month, you know how much in revenues you need to generate every single month so that you can be profitable. If you're not making revenues to cover that cash outflow, that burn rate, then you also need to know that how long you can go, how much you need per month to cover that differential. Many times with my small business owners, we talk about, they've got profits. So they're making money. They've covered their burn rate. How much of that burn rate or how much of that cash in their business account can they take out as an owner draw? If you're a C Corp, that's a dividend. But in S corporations, that's like the magic land of tax savings and something that I help my small business owners optimize those tax savings all the time. Every single day, every single month, we're having these discussions. But part of that is that business owners can draw on those profits. So how much of those profits should they draw on? Well, what's your burn rate? How much cash do you need to have in the bank? Best business practice recommends to have 2 to 3 months of cash or operating expenses in your account. So what is your burn rate per month? Multiply that times 2 to 3, keep that in your business account, and then you can draw on the profits. So every business owner should be tracking this. What is your burn rate? You tell me, do you know your burn rate? And can that help you in planning for tax payments, planning for owner draws, planning for hiring, planning for not hiring, or growing and scaling because your burn rate is going to be affected? If you are tracking your burn rate, or maybe you just call it something different, and please comment below and let us know. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you like this video and found it helpful, ring the bell, follow my channel. I'm Julie Merrill, and I'll see you next time.